Want to know why? Ask how. Howard the Humongous. The Greek debt crisis may seem very far removed from you and me. Who cares if Greek banks are closed? Who cares if Greeks can't get money at ATM machines? Well, you and I have to care. Why? Because of the way the world credit system is set up. The world credit system for the last 400 years has been tremendously globally interconnected. And when one country goes down, it tends to drag all the other countries down with it. The real crash in the Great Depression of 1929 to 1939 was not the stock market crash of Black Tuesday in October of 1929. The real crash that made that Great Depression so great and so long was a crash that took place between 1931 and 1932. It was a worldwide banking collapse. It was a worldwide credit collapse. A bank in Austria, way off in the wilds, a little country, who cares, was in trouble. It was in such serious trouble that the Austrian government tried to jump in and save it. What was its technique for saving this bank? Pair it with a bigger bank. Get the bigger bank to take it over. The bigger bank jumped in just as the government wanted and tried to save the little bank. And guess what? The big bank went under. The government jumped in to save the bigger bank. And guess what? The government went under. The Austrian currency collapsed, absolutely collapsed. One after another, big, wealthy countries jumped in to try to save Austria. At one point or another, Britain was involved, France was involved, Germany was involved, the United States was involved. And every country that tried to save Austria collapsed. Its credit system collapsed until finally there was a worldwide credit collapse. 11,000 banks in the United States closed because of that worldwide credit collapse. The same thing could be happening right now in Greece. At the same time that we have the Greek debt crisis, with the Greeks owing between $281 billion and $350 billion to the rest of the world, there's a problem in China. The Chinese stock market has been diving, and the Chinese government has been rushing in to rescue it. There are signs of trouble all over the world. You know what's happening right now with ISIS in the Middle East. You know what's happening with Boko Haram in Nigeria. You know what's happening with a massive refugee crisis, refugees fleeing from all of these wars in the Islamic world, trying to seek a haven somewhere in Europe. All of these are destabilizing factors. Pay attention to Greece and have a little compassion for it, because where the Greeks go, you and I may go next. It's hard to figure out how to save them when they owe $1/3 trillion. But they do have to be saved, and their economy has to be put back on a positive path. Why? To protect you and me. This is an interconnected world. Pay attention. This is Howard the Humongous speaking to you from the future. It's your job and my job to make. Or, want to know why? Ask how. And now, Cody, the videographer, will hit the off button. I won't have to find it.